We first told you about this yesterday. YouTube is finally removing and banning all videos of the dangerously influential al-Qaeda leader Anwar al Awlaki nearly 10 years after the Obama administration put him on the terror kill list. So why did this take so long? What else is out there that we should be worried about? Here to discuss is former Special Operations Intelligence Analyst Brett Volokovich. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.
Good morning, Heather.
So I was very surprised yesterday, to hear that this is just now officially being taken down and banned from YouTube. Why did it take so long?
Well, a number of different reasons, and truthfully, by allowing extremist content like this, YouTube has helped shape a generation of American terrorists, and they've also helped really play a role in radicalizing a global jihadi movement. The Fort Hood shooter, Orlando, San Bernardino, even the London bridge attacks as of late, all of those individuals were influenced directly by ISIS content that they found on YouTube. And so I would argue that the groups like ISIS and al-Qaeda, they wouldn't be where they are today without the access to this system.
Right.
They thrive on this propaganda machine, and intelligence services have really been trying to get their heads wrapped around it for years because the likes of Google won't play ball. It's almost as if Google likes telling the U.S. government no when they come to them for help, and that's dangerous. They hide behind this data privacy law, and they say they're protecting the American people, but in the end, it doesn't protect us when this content is being used against us.
Absolutely, especially when they use it to spread their message, and that becoming more and more common now that their caliphate is becoming, less and less in terms of a physical location. We were showing some of those attacks that you said were connected to some of his YouTube videos just in America, and as you mentioned, also the London attack and then the Paris Charlie Hebdo attacks. Anwar al Awlaki himself, we know at this point he was killed, what was it, in 2011 by a missile from a drone in Yemen. What do we need to be concerned with in terms of what needs to be taken down next and other social media sites?
Well, I think this is just the beginning, and really, YouTube was cool with this until they started losing money from advertisers, and that's where they finally decided to come back and say, we've got to do something about it. Advertisers were basically pulling their money from YouTube because their advertisements were being shown on extremist videos like Anwar al Awlaki, and when you see that information coming out, you don't obviously want to be associated with it, and so there's a significant issue. I mean, I think the other problem is that for years the U.S. government has been trying to combat this. But if there isn't YouTube, then they go to Facebook, then they go to Twitter, and so collectively these organizations need to come together and they need to look at the tech that's used to actually combat this. There's over 400 hours of video that's uploaded to YouTube every single minute. So the sheer volume of these extremist propaganda videos are near impossible to look at manually, and so they've really looked at this automation and machine learning to actually stop this content from getting out there before it's able to spread. And so there's a lot of different things that can be done, but in the end, this is a good step forward.
Yeah. All right, Brett, thank you so much for joining us. Finally, this step forward. Hopefully, it will continue. I appreciate you. Have a great day.